Oh, hi, I didn't see you there, but you seem like you might be interested in another episode of our Fall of the Republic 1.3 preview playthrough as the CIS. I immediately, as soon as I opened the game back up, got a mission. So we have a recon mission to take, or not to take Kashyyyk into Toydaria, but to drop a probe on them. So we'll start working towards that. They're in the same area. I'll leave it for now because we have some other places to put our money for the moment, which I think is going to mean Malastare gets a port there. We could kind of loop around behind Bestine, but I don't think that's going to be in our Bestine interests right now. I think what we need to do is see if they are going to send in those ground units. But we can technically take Rendalia with just these two by stealthing our way in. Yeah, they're gonna invade properly over here with Anakin. What's this map gonna be? So that is the ground force that they had over on the other side. So that's not all gonna be coming into the other planet. Are we gonna be able to do much with that? It's a lot of infantry. We have a light vehicle factory. I don't think so. I think we have to let them have this one. So they took Yagdul. But if we can get into Rendalia, we can just drop in. There's no structures there. Ooh, that is... Okay, you know, I think Dirge and Ventress should be enough to do that alone. Especially if I can grab some field bases, maybe a turret or two. And I think we've kind of given them enough time for
so predictable.
For the ground forces to come into the space over Druckenwell.
Constructing.
So I might just have to drop those right now. I might have to bring Dirge bring Trench's forces back around down here for Naboo. We're going to send Dirge up to capture this, and then he's going to come on the other side. That's not great.
Construction complete.
One of the nice things with Dirge, though, is that if he dies here, he won't die here.
Building under construction.
I don't think he will. He's not going to be as vulnerable to them. You can go around that way, Ventress. My throat, for some reason, is, it's not cooperating. Okay, especially with the... If we can kill the bikes, then the other infantry... Ooh, that's a lot of people. So, run on down there. We need to get those in with support. And we need Dirge to have some time to recoup. They captured
Our base is under attack.
Vision.
We've lost a build pad.
But if we can manage to get Ventress over here, all those infantry won't be a problem.
Landing zone.
Beginning construction.
Alright, get over there. Well, if they're going to shoot just that first. And these are all just regular infantry. Okay, let's head up towards those other landing zones, or that other landing zone. We'll make sure that they aren't going to get another field base or any field bases. We get the only field bases.
The dark side cannot be defeated. You obnoxious little brat.
Alright.
Retreat is not possible.
Can you go over this area? No, okay. This is just infantry only.
We've secured a build pad.
Forming squad.
At least the super battle droids are going around so they didn't die.
Have you won a single battle in this war?
We'll go... Okay, that's rude, Ventress. We've definitely won at least one battle.
We got
You have
here.
some
I don't know that we've taken that many planets from the
but not
Republic, though.
enough. I will kill you.
Where are you,
And
Dirge?
then the one responsible for this
You should be able to help on that. And now Ventress, you can come down here. Okay, so we know there's not going to be any more field bases for them. We have the vision on that. I think that might actually be their last unit. And with the anti-infantry turrets being distracted, it'll be easier for Ventress to get in there too. Okay, come on, Dirge. Ventress can't do that much against the moving target. Yeah, I think that might be their last unit. Alright. Reasonable raid for us.
System conquered.
And let's send you guys down to Naboo. Which I think the fastest way is actually through Karima.
And it smells good.
And you guys can get down there too. Hopefully there's not too much there. Yeah. Okay. So we get Naboo, then we can pop down to Pantora. Ariadu we're going to have to leave for at least a little while. And while this does mean there's some difficult defenses we're going to have to do against all their core territory, we've at least got the ability to move stuff between both sides. So C9969, Rust is Strong, Arcadia's Bloody Revenge, Acutus Providentium.
Shut down targets Alpha and Beta.
I'm not too worried about the retreat prevention right now.
Navigating to coordinates. Navigating.
Alright.
Advancing.
So that's just the Venator, or the Acclamator.
Flank speed.
I'm trying to keep an eye on where there's dangerous stuff.
Launching attack.
A lightsaber. Targets designated.
We don't want the Dreadnoughts to get
Reporting.
too much alone time with the Providence, because they'll still be able to do a good amount of damage. We need to get some of these guys out to the back.
Activated. Ensure they are disabled.
Batteries online.
permanently.
Weapons ready. Yes, sir. Navigating to coordinates.
Okay.
Cruiser here. At your command. The ion cannons are our primary target.
Complete. Signal
Ready for
lost.
battle.
There's...
Flank speed.
Scans are coming up negative. We missed.
There's a chance that they can do
Forces to
some
retain
damage to
target
this
Alpha.
guy, but
Their logic
I
is
think
faulty.
we're safe. Just gotta make sure I'm sending all the bombers over to the Golan. You guys all come up around there.
Reporting in. Attack position.
Final arming sequence engaged.
A wise fetus
Ready for duty.
Alright.
such as
Ooh, that's a lot of other fighters they're gonna be stopping our bombers with. So we gotta get in there. And I guess this group is just gonna go fight a Haven. Because why not?
Shut down
Roger that.
sequence nearly
Which I think, yeah, the Havens weren't available as secondary defensive structures in the prior release, but they are there now. Partially just for logistical reasons, because of how we generate some of the starting forces, but they can still be fun.
I would estimate a half rotation.
They're cute. They need to show up in more places. Alright, a lot of scary, dangerous anti-fighter there.
Countdown.
I'm gonna leave Acutus back here.
Both shutdown sequences.
Well, the other ones can get forward, but I don't think we'll really need them for much. Let's maybe get the bombers back onto the light ship
Awaiting
fire.
orders.
Trent, you can go a little bit faster,
Direct
maybe.
fire at their laser cannons.
Taking your time. It's fine, I guess, but
I copy. Initiating.
I don't know. It's just not what I would do. I don't want to be too judgmental.
Reporting in. Attacking.
And ooh, what's this?
Our target
It's just
fire
gonna get
at the
in
laser cannon.
right in time for it to already be dead.
Move to attack.
Okay. A couple Corvettes still hanging around up there.
Navigating.
They're gonna have
Awaiting
some bad news
instructions.
for them.
Has not launched another attack.
Standing by.
And I don't know if we're gonna be able to take out all the planets in this bottom right corner, because that's what Camino and Rathana are the ones to really worry about. Bothui is a bit difficult to take, but it would mean that we have all the territory connected. It might be a thing that they're not happy to let us do, even though I'd like to connect to at least Rishi and the northern parts. But that'd help us set up the whole rim ring. Because, yeah, let's see. Geonosis is going to be difficult. We've got Krant. They've got Nimban, which they're going to be connected either way. Barlock is going to be isolated. Are these named? No, that's Republic's Bane there. We need to take Ord Mantell to get that into the fleet. But who are we getting? What are we getting for the mission? We're getting 2 Sabaoth frigates, and it's a pirate mission. Okay. So that's getting built. Our ground forces are coming in on that side. Okay. Oh,
Construction complete.
no.
System conquered.
Construction complete.
I need to build this then.
Under construction.
Costing us 15 credits to get through there. Some allies.
Construction complete.
Do we have Mandalore with a ground-to-space cannon? I think we did build one there. Yeah, we got an ion cannon there. It's going to be at the top level in a second. So we might benefit from rotating around a little bit. Let's send you over to Argonar, because we'll need the structures there.
System lost.
Nope. Come on. Now what are there?
Construction.
Alright, well, I'll leave Dirge. That's weird. Okay, that's great. Was anyone doubting you were the true Asajj?
All transport ships, commence landing procedures.
There's like the Dooku doppelganger, but like there's no Asajj doppelgangers in this game. I'm sorry that this was so rough on you, Ventress. It's very angry.
Now you see who is your superior general. Do not forget.
Choose your reinforcements.
We'll get
Right away.
some of our vehicles in, and I'm gonna want some super battle droids in the last
The
one.
dark side
Then we're gonna
will
take
soon
this
be
next
past.
landing zone, while the vehicles all go down for whatever this structure is. There's some Gungans up there. I almost hit some Jar Jars, which they kind of are, but that's not their. Not every Gungan is a Jar Jar. Or every Jar Jar is a Gungan.
We've secured.
I think I might need to go deal with them.
Did you just find those lightsabers on the battlefield?
Which one is that? That's an abandoned repair depot.
We've captured an abandoned sensor array.
Oh. Okay, don't need to group up too much on that. You guys can come around here. And I'm going to send these up to help
Droids must
Ventress.
learn their place.
We've secured a build pad. We've secured a build pad.
Don't really need all of you here either. We only need one.
Yes, sir.
It's not going to spawn any garrisons that we have to worry about.
You are stronger than I remember.
I guess the J1s can come with Ventress down that road.
More time.
Oh, crap.
We've secured a build pad.
Right away.
Okay, get back to the abandoned repair depot, because I'm going to capture that.
We've launched a build pad.
that. Form up.
And I guess I'll send the other two back there.
Fight's not over. We made it.
'Cause there's what? There's just the two of them. That's...
Target confirmed. Armed and ready. Advance. I copy.
repairing. You guys need to get further in so you can actually destroy the Gungan houses. The Gungan partisan camps.
Reporting.
Do not want to give the impression that we're just killing civilians.
The Sith will triumph. It
That's
is
all.
never-
Any remaining aesthetics of that are not going to be surviving the
Acknowledged.
militia changes when we get to them.
Move out.
Because it's... There's just something kind of skeevy about, like, when people come in on, like, Discord or something and then
Moving
talk
to
about, like,
area.
role-playing genocides and stuff.
Heading out.
Kind of weird.
Reporting.
We made it.
The dark side is my wellspring.
Well, Ventress is
Waiting order.
getting that. These tanks are still a problem.
Bombing run available. We've secured.
The J1s, please make that easier. Okay, perfect. And let's find out what that is by bombing it.
Master has overestimated.
It's a barracks. Oh, I didn't find out what the bombers.
You'll need a replacement.
Except they didn't even listen.
Unit destroyed.
Ooh, are we struggling down? Ooh, that's an AA turret. We're gonna lose all of our GATs. Everyone back out. I think I lost Loathsome.
Fight's not over. We made it.
There was way more down there than I thought because they had the capturable ones.
Hey,
That's disappointing.
Did my master take a second apprentice?
Gonna be honest, completely forgot one of those AATs was Loathsome.
Yes.
Probably need to look into whether we can make the icons display properly on some of the vehicle heroes, because that's a thing that EAW doesn't like to do
Second apprentice.
a lot of the time.
This is not a game. Did my
Oh, well.
master take a second apprentice? How sweet this
Roger that.
revenge.
Okay, get a little bit closer.
The more you speak, the more you fuel my anger.
it's arming.
Well, you could have just
You
not
have
missed
some
that.
skill.
That would have been cool.
Secured a build
But
pad.
not enough.
Form up.
We're gonna have
Destination
orbital
acknowledged.
bombardment in a second.
Now you see who is your
We've
superior
lost a
general.
build pad.
Do not forget. The stories are true. You are powerful.
We do have a
And fight, droid.
a dual saber animation set now that we need to apply to more characters like Ventress,
This way.
because it's a relatively recent thing. I mean, it was made less recently, but it's
Armed and ready.
been a struggle trying to apply it
You are
to
nothing without the power of the dark side.
units based on how it was made. 'Cause I think it was made in Maya, a different modeling program, and then we have to get it into Blender without losing animation details that are necessary. But I think Phil has managed to do that on one or two of them.
It's just you and
'Cause
me
we-
this time, little
Generally, we don't do a unique animation set for each character. We have like types of characters or infantry that'll use specific animation sets, and we've been like building up a library of those.
Waiting.
Because with every different type of infantry in the mod and all the different characters, unique animation sets for that would just be,
A landing zone.
it'd be a lot. Especially with animation being a pretty rare discipline. Character art in general being a pretty rare discipline. And with us not being a mod that just goes and imports shit from other Star Wars games or whatever, we make all of it in-house. Poor Loathsome.
Planetary control.
I didn't even care
achieved.
about him enough to
Building
notice I
started.
was getting him killed. R.I.P. Okay, let's clear that off of Rendalia. Let's get Dirge freed.
Tactical battle imminent.
And then we'll be able to send this fleet up to the east or west. The problem is we need 2 fleets now in this area. We only have 1.
Choose your
All
reinforcements.
right, they had a station.
New task
The orbital
assigned.
station.
Resistance is within expected parameters.
That's why it probably was flipping the
Coming about.
affiliation when it was.
Confirmed.
Republic bombers detected.
I think that's the secondary. No, that's the actual starbase.
The Republic ship is not breaking off its attack. Hold the line!
Update. Republic bomber attack run met with failure.
Like, Rodeo would be a possible place for Dirge and Ventress to go into
Cruiser
if we
reporting.
spy on it first. I don't want to just send them in and then get them killed like I did for Worm. I value Dirge and Ventress both more than that. I'd be more upset about them dying, other than Dirge coming back. So I'd be less upset when he respawns. Okay, we lost what is theoretically our starbase. It's not, though. Don't believe their lies. Okay, if we do take Rhodia, that cuts off Geonosis, which is a pretty big deal in itself. That's a level 4. But Pantora is the easy opportunity right now. Come to Charos.
Masquerade is over.
Which side is Charos? That's Charos.
Republic troops.
Tactical battle.
Oh, I wanted to move them out. Okay, this isn't bad though. We're gonna be able to retreat because they've got no interdictors, but because their territory is all concentrated, a lot of these attacks are gonna be coming from the same fleets, and that means they're not down in the south right now, which is helpful information
Shields online.
because that's not a tender that has mines. So we can drop out.
Tactical withdrawal.
We do need those stations on Ergonar. But if we can destroy at least part of this fleet, that'd be a really big help. Especially if we can do it without losing too much. But we have the Providence Dreadnought in that. We have some tankiness to give us some staying power. We don't have a Lucre Hulk anywhere yet. When we have a couple of those, that's going to be
Tactical battle.
pretty helpful.
Imminent.
Alright, this is Pantora. And Utapau we can get at some point in the future, too. I don't know why I was just thinking... I saw the blue and I was like, oh no, we lost it, but I'm playing as the CIS. So... that's my mistake. What are the 2 planets that are up there? It looks like there's 2 planets that are between... I guess that's probably Argonar and Mandalore, and then it goes down to Charos. So they might be easier for us to take that way.
See to it personally, Commander.
Charging to full power.
But I just don't want to... I don't want to move past Mandalore as our starting area.
There shortly.
Or as our front line
I
there.
copy. Acknowledged.
I want to try to keep those stations as useful as possible for as long as possible.
Republic had pushed my droids to the breaking point.
So that's going to stay as our front line.
And fell back.
Batteries online. Attack.
Gross spider noises.
Breaking point. They suddenly turned and fell back.
My mandibles could never.
Blast doors operational.
But I'm a strong and independent YouTuber who don't need my mandibles.
Weapons ready.
Got an XQ, they got a trade port. They're all flying back.
The Republic ship is not breaking off its attack.
Separatist dreadnoughts.
How are you doing that?
I'm not sure if we're going to be getting into Pantora on the ground
Destroy
before we
the
get
launch bay.
Scans are coming
our
up
space
negative.
units over to the battle at Charos.
Visual scan confirmation.
Republic cruiser has
So what do we actually have for fleets? We really only have one in the north and one in the south. We have about 400 to 500 pop cap on those. But there are still a few fleets we've got individually into like
At your command.
40-ish
Target
range.
those lasers.
Because I want to have 2 up north, 2 down south, and then I'll start making 1 in the east.
What is the status of the assault?
Ready for battle. Fire.
Because I do need to go a little bit more defensive in certain areas. Like, once we have the rim, we're not just going to push immediately into the core. We're going to try to set up and have those 5 fleets that can be pushing in while covering our territory. So if we have, like, specific planets that are really built up and defensive, we'll have the other corridors that we send fleets down, leaving the more defended planets open in case they want to
We're
attack,
on our way.
while protecting the rest of it with the actual units. Uh-oh. Alright, sorry about that. We had a crash, but we're back essentially where we were. We were pretty much at the end of that battle. So I just quickly redid it off record. But we should be ready to move towards Pantora. We can open Pantora's box here. And you all come
You
down.
have skill,
Are we
but
going to
you
get into
lack
Charos
true
first, though?
power.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get to Charos. That's 194. We have 210, and we also don't have an interdictor. Never mind. I thought we had one of our DH Omnis. I guess I was forgetting about this fleet, though. So we're kind of okay on
Building started.
those. So we need that. We have our basic structure there. And like if we take Bothui and we take Toydaria, we can get through. Okay, so I'm gonna do what the missions want. I'm gonna start building those. And I'll try to remember that for next time. And this will also open up this fleet from Boz Pity, which is all normal. Okay. There's nothing back here that's going to attack us other than something from Mon Cal, so we're still okay on this
Construction
side.
complete.
Mon Cal and Ariadu, we're probably going to have to leave for a little bit longer.
Battle imminent.
So that's 3 invincibles. Well, whatever they have on the map is what they have. Because they're not a full 200 pop.
The Republic is here.
Damn. Pathfinder's gone because of the crash. It's so annoying that the game doesn't save that. It's because it's a Forces of Corruption feature, and a lot of those were only mostly implemented rather than fully implemented. It's actually a kind of surprising number of players who I see asking about like how I get the single unit into battle at first, but it's like the little yellow brick I put things in at the start of the battles. For anyone who's watching and unaware of that. Because it isn't something that's like super advertised either. I feel like a lot of people don't actually zoom in on the fleet organizer ever. So they might not notice that. If they don't know that kind of stuff's there, then they're not going to be as inclined to zoom in and organize it.
Shutdown sequence nearly complete.
Oh. What a disappointment. That's what we get for not having a Pathfinder. Okay, they're going to go back to the other planet. We could technically try to follow them. Like, I don't want the planet, but I do want the
Construction
the
complete.
fun of killing them. Because these are the 2 planets I was talking about. That's Azure and Corda. Because we do have this little enclave in the core. They're going to go back to Kashyyyk. That's not what we're going to do just yet. Oh. It's not good for them, but it's not going to do much because they still don't have an interdictor. If we can get the fighters to just go in, we might be able to kill some stuff.
Another trooper.
I wish I had an interdictor on the fleet. Wrong kind of ball. Dick.
Do not
Wait,
let
no,
Republic
don't
troops
think about that too
secure
much.
Target Alpha.
Marauder cruiser
Okay,
here.
fighters. We're not getting there on time. In time.
I know I targeted
Untime.
Countdown approaching 0. We must complete both shutdown sequences.
I mean, if we can kill Obi-Wan. I'm not gonna go for Obi-Wan mostly, though.
Go for their engines.
Yeah, we're not getting anyone. That sucks. Damn. Damn. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, we don't want to open up Mandalore. The thing is, taking Korda would also defend Onderon, which is a far more difficult one to get to otherwise. They're going to go for Kashyyyk with the retreat. But, okay, well, we'll figure that out at the start of next episode, because we're going to take Pantora. We'll move Trench up a little bit. A lot of our resources are going to need to go in the south here. And then hopefully we'll also start getting to a Lucre Hulk next episode as well.
Reinforcements.
I sense the dark side in you.
Got a nice
but
pretty
you are
garden.
too weak to embrace it.
I'm gonna be using Dirge as the factory grabber, whereas Ventress is gonna be doing more of the
Maximum unit capacity.
actual offensive action here.
I need only one opening.
Ready to destroy the clone. More of them.
The dark side
Okay,
is my
who
wellspring.
wins? 2 lightsabers inside a tank or the tank? Yeah, she's basically just playing the drums on it.
Secured a landing zone.
There we go. You win. You win the nice prize of a landing zone for it.
The fight's not over. Successful tactical
Okay, let's get our hover tanks over
Moving.
to the that stuff.
One Sith apprentice is enough. Now you
Okay,
see
you guys got to go for
this.
that because Ventress is going to take out the infantry pretty easily. I mean, really, her
You won't be able to talk
her assassinate. Can we assassinate an AT-TE? No. It's not going to be doing much until we get her into that battle with Kenobi. They have switched out
Brigade standing by.
Obi-Wan and Anakin in that ground force, I think. Okay, you guys just gotta turn around, take that.
Lost a
I
build
will show
pad.
you true power.
Yes, sir.
The power of the Sith.
And they have an advanced vehicle factory.
Target confirmed.
Don't look so surprised, Master.
You're good at this.
We did almost lose the MTT. Oh, they got another one coming out.
I will show you true power. The power of the Sith. Your
Unit destroyed.
is your pathetic display.
Oh, what was the unit that was destroyed? Oh, we lost one of the Gats.
Brigade ready.
We've
That's fine.
secured a build pad.
Not a problem.
System conquered. Beginning construction.
Building started.
Okay, so we're gonna want them back over here somewhere. We need... I'm really sad they're gonna keep Din on. We might be able to take Yagdul back, though. So I think we're gonna send that fleet back up to Yagdul. Or do I put them over there? Might be best to come over here. Well, we'll figure it out next time. Thank you so much for watching, though. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.